Okay, Dale, would you like to tell us a bit about what the masterclass is?
Well, the masterclass is an opportunity for experienced facilitators to explore the areas which are challenging for them, their growing edges. We actually call them the leading edges, to develop new approaches to those areas and also to get coaching and feedback on them. It's quite an unusual opportunity to get direct coaching and feedback from other experienced facilitators. So participants usually find it quite transformational. In fact, participants often come back for several masterclasses because they get something different from them every time. Yeah.
So what are some of the possibilities that someone coming on the masterclass might achieve?
Well, it depends on what they'd like to work on. They might like to work on something quite practical, like how to engage participation from people who are uninterested or uninvolved in the particular content, or it could be how to work with energy of the whole group. It could be to get feedback on how they appear or come across to groups. Maybe they've already got feedback about something and they want to work on that and see if they can make a difference in that particular area. Really, the sky's the limit in terms of what people bring as their leading edges to the masterclass. We've had people doing all kinds of things. Like I remember one person who found it difficult to remember what happened in a workshop, particularly an emergent workshop where things were unfolding. And so she learnt how to keep a kind of ongoing diary, almost moment by moment, so she could look back and see what happened, and then could explain to people what had happened. So that was quite interesting.
Excellent.
Yeah, other people find that they begin to notice in one another behaviours which don't forward the group or don't really help, and they get quite good at noticing those, and of course that means that they can then self-facilitate. Perhaps at our last masterclass class in Denver, we had someone who got feedback that that people didn't find him totally convincing, and he thought it was because he was too young. But what we found is that when he facilitated, he kept putting in little negative comments about himself, putting himself down in subtle ways. And of course that would get across to the participants who then started to think negative things about him. So when he was able to take those little comments out, he started to appear quite different and much more confident. So it can be quite tiny things. Sometimes the adjustments are quite small.
You can sort of see the transformation occurring just through that story. Yeah.
That's right, yeah. Like he was amazed just by not making subtle self-put-downs, how he changed his own self-perception as well as the perception of others. Yeah.
And that, of course, has benefits for the group too, that he'll be working with.
Yes, well, everyone could see what was happening there, and just how these quite small things can make a big difference. Yeah.
Great. Anything else you want to say about the masterclass?
Well, I think that the other, when I talked to Rick about having the masterclass, he was quite keen to have it because you could see that by the facilitators working together for those 2 days before the conference, we could create or open up a space for the whole conference. So like we could begin to hold the space for the whole conference and create, together with the conference convening group, create a space within which special things could happen in the conference itself, and that I warmed to that, and I thought, well, yeah, we could really create something special that would carry over to to the whole conference. So I'm up for that.
Oh, brilliant.